Hold on, who is it? Who?
Let's go.
Shout out Steeler Nation, Know It All Nation. Thanks for tapping in to our Wednesday night Steelers Coast-to-Coast podcast. I'm here with the homie, the West Coast homie in the building with us. The homie Dev in the building. Dev, what's good with you?
What's good? We back.
Yeah, we back. You been gone, I guess only last week. It seemed like longer. I know you was really busy with your work schedule and stuff like that. We talked last week, and I mentioned on one of the shows earlier that you'd be back, that you work over there for the Clippers, and you had to help host the NBA All-Star game. The game itself was much better this year than it has been the past few years.
Definitely.
I know we was communicating back and forth in our chat, and I said I just didn't like the tying at the 3-point. Like, I'm used to All-Star Saturday night, not damn All-Star Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, no. It's definitely a different vibe.
And you said you had you heard other people complaining about that.
No, yeah, especially like on social media too. Because like, I guess some people were like, oh, I missed it. Like, I didn't even know it was during the day. Like, I just assumed it was night, blah, blah, blah. But I guess they did it like that because of the Winter Olympics. So
okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, understandable. But obviously a lot of people just assumed that it was nighttime because that's what it usually is. So
I sat down like 6:15 to get ready, thinking 7 o'clock, to come on, and I get to see the 3-point shootout and all that.
No, yeah.
I see the 3-point shootout. I look up, I see Dame Lillard won. I'm like, damn, I missed the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know the whole schedule to it all, honestly. Like, I was just like, oh yeah, the stuff is today. This is today, But like the timing, I was like, wait, this stuff is actually pretty early. Like, why is this stuff so early? Sun's still out.
Right. Nah, yeah. I mean, so I know it was super early there because usually it would be about the time it was here for y'all. Like, it would be about 5:30 in the evening.
Yeah,
which is like 8:30 our time. So
yeah,
Fortep had me at 5 o'clock, and I wasn't even expecting. I'm still like doing my Saturday running around and getting ready for the. I'm gonna order my pizza and wings or something and watch the dunk contest and stuff. And man, that joker was off by like 8 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, my night plans is over.
Yeah, you might as well get in bed by that point.
Right. Watch me a movie or something. But yeah, no, certainly good to have you back. We're gonna talk about some Steelers stuff and whatever other stuff. The live chat. I can't believe. Let me know if y'all hear my dog is right here, man. My boy Harlem. He's the lighter color one. My French bulldog. This joker over here snoring like a big dog. I'm surprised it ain't coming through the microphone. Y'all hear him. He over there cutting wood. But now that's Dev backstage and she didn't hear it. But so we good. Few people feeling Mean Green. What's up, Mean Green? What's the topic for tonight? The topic is whatever Steelers y'all want to talk about. If you want to talk about something, let us know. I want to get Dev's take on some of the stuff that's going on. I mean, she wasn't here last week. A little more was said today. So Dev, just starting out. What do you think about the whole Joey Porter and Big Ben beef?
Man, this is drama. Drama that should not really be happening, especially now that they all retired. They're not even playing. They airing out old locker room business that's supposed to stay in the locker room. But
right. No, I agree. I mean, you play football and basketball and sports. You know what the locker room culture about.
Right. So like one thing that I did agree with Porter, like he had said something like they tell their versions of the story, which I feel like that's everything. Like everybody has their own version. Like someone can say, oh, this and that, but then it really like something else. Like you got two people's versions and then you got the actual truth. And you don't really know what the actual truth is unless you weren't there. So everybody getting the outer perspective and he said this, he said that. I'm just like, oh my gosh, we're never going to know what happens, but who cares? Because they're not even really playing no more. Like we saying still curtain drama. They're not even like playing right now for the still curtain. So it just makes the organization look bad at this point. I feel like, yeah, I don't really like that.
And that's what Ryan Clark said. Man, y'all guys out here looking like, do we need to have an old school team meeting? Y'all guys out here looking like the Cowboys.
Union.
So we're putting drama in the streets, and all come. I think that was, to me, that's where I agree with Porter at, is that's what he was talking against, right? Both to Ben and Debo.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben and I'm a fan of Seven. My earlier podcast, go back and check out Tate's Take. We talk about, is Ben going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? He should be, but they kind of narrowed the scope of first ballot Hall of Famers, taking only 5 the past few years. They used to take 7 or 8. So the smaller, more guys waiting. This year you got Rob Gronkowski going in. I think he's first ballot. You got Adrian Peterson going in. I think he's first ballot. I think any other year Ben would be first ballot. But you also got to believe Tom Brady going in next year. And does Belichick get in next year? And Manning didn't make it this year either. Now I think Ben goes over Eli, but how will all this negative perception, all this negative talk affect the voters? Because voters are human. 50 voters in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You got to get at least 40. You got to get 80% to make it. Bill Belichick got 39 to 50. He missed it by 1 vote. I think next year they make that up. So I think you can put him in there.
I don't even know how that's even questionable, though.
Far as
how is he? Like, Bill Belichick is a Hall of Famer. Done deal.
No doubt.
Like, why are people even like disagreeing? Why is this even an issue right now? That's just crazy. Crazy.
Completely agree. And I think part of it is the perception of his personality, right? I think the media members and people didn't like, he gets a bad rap for how he interacted and engaged with the old gruffy old man and wearing his cut off hoodies and stuff and being all grumpy, like, but to me, it's not even about any of that. It's about what you did on the field.
Exactly. I just don't, why are they bringing up personal stuff? And I don't know. You should just look at the accomplishments. If it meets the requirements, boom, put him in. He blows everybody out with the requirements. Boy got 6 rings.
That part. 6 rings. 8 if you count his time as a coordinator with the Giants.
Like, why are we talking about it right now?
The second most winningest coach in NFL history. Second most winningest. 6 Super Bowls as a head coach. 2 more as a defensive coordinator. I mean, what are we talking about?
Yapping.
So
yapping.
But he didn't make it. But maybe we go to AI voting in the future. take out the human subjectivity.
Right.
Because just like anything, jokers getting their feelings, man. The joker get I remember I asked him a question when they was in my town playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and he didn't answer his question nicely like I wanted to. That's the one he said on Cincinnati. He just left it alone, walked off the stage. Don't be mad at that. Look at what he did out on the field, what his teams did.
Right, exactly.
So I completely agree. But from a Steelers perspective, what do you think about Ben? Is he a first ballot with some of the names I named? Do you think some of this negative perception of different teammates and stuff can hurt him? And I had it. Let me see if I still got it from this morning. I'm gonna address y'all in the live chat too. Be there in just a minute. Let me see if I got this clip I had. This is from Shannon Sharp's podcast. This is what he had to say about what the Ben situation sounds like. Nightcap.
It's going to be tough for Ben to get in on the first ballot. Everybody knew some of the things that were going on that didn't get reported.
Is it that bad? Scale of 1 to 10.
We've been with guys that were great teammates, but not good people.
Yes.
We've been with guys that were not good people, but were great teammates. What Joy is saying, he is a combination. He wasn't a good person or a good teammate.
Well, goddamn.
That's what I deduce from what he was saying.
And Mike Florio real quick.
DeCastro showed up in Pittsburgh in 2012. That was after Roethlisberger's suspension in 2010. And I think that the reputation within the locker room for Roethlisberger had two separate phases: pre-suspension, post-suspension. I think there was some maturation. I think there was some growth. I think there were some changes as it relates to how he interacted with his teammates. Porter played there pre-suspension. Now, he coached there post-suspension, but his initial opinion of Roethlisberger was formed early in his career. And there have been plenty of stories about, teammate asking for Roethlisberger to sign something that's going to be put up at a charity auction, and Roethlisberger saying no. There's a story out there about Roethlisberger not attending the Jerome Bettis retirement party in Las Vegas, even though Roethlisberger was in Las Vegas at the time. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's out there. I've heard that. That's not something that we're pulling out of the sky. I know of former teammates of Ben Roethlisberger who have, off the record, had criticism of him. Will that be enough for Roethlisberger to not get in on the first try, to the extent that first ballot means something? And some voters apparently think that it does. Otherwise, Bill Belichick would already be in. Well, he'll get. What kind of a teammate was he? What kind of a leader was he? Do the guys out there fall more into the Joey Porter Sr. camp? Do they fall more into the DeCastro camp? I have a feeling if you're going to get the full scope of teammates over the years that Roethlisberger was in Pittsburgh, the scale is going to tip more toward Porter than DeCastro.
So what do you think, Dev? What's your thoughts on it?
I do like how they mention, pre-suspension and post-suspension, because throughout his whole career, and anybody as an athlete can say this, you're gonna teammates are gonna have different versions of you and their story, in a sense of
especially when you play 18 years. But yeah.
Exactly, like how I take it in for my perspective is for me, I was a different teammate in high school than I was in college. I wasn't that I wouldn't say I was a bad teammate in high school, but I wasn't the best teammate. I wasn't going about acknowledging things to my teammates in the right manner. I'd come about it off as, I don't know, a mean way, I guess. But when I got to college, I was able to, talk to everybody in a way that I can get the best of them out and just connect to my teammates in a better way than I would in high school. And so I feel like going back in Ben's situation with, Porter, playing with him at his young stages, he probably was young, dumb, ignorant, whatever, all them things that, wasn't a good teammate back then. But I do think that, he probably did grow over time. Yeah. And maybe some people, didn't get the best versions of him. Maybe some people got the better versions of him. I don't know. But obviously there's people coming out, teammates. Some are saying yes, some are saying no. And it's just damn, what version of Ben did y'all get? Right. We'll never really know. And I don't know. For me, you were a great teammate when you have a lot of people standing by your side. And from the looks of it, he might be a good teammate, but I don't think he might be the best teammate, a great teammate, because you obviously have some people that didn't see you as that. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy how everybody just coming out of the woodworks, putting their perspective, siding with people. Oh, well, yeah, he wasn't a good teammate. He was a great teammate. I mean, now that it's all said and done, yes, people are going to come out and say what they got to say, because at the time, you're not going to sit there and call your, starting QB out. And I think that's something that Joey Porter said too, I'm over here trying to protect him because he's my QB. He's our guy. So you're trying to keep things in the locker room. But now that, careers are done and all they have to do is, all they're doing is talking. That's all they got time for. That's all they're doing is talking, putting their opinions out, letting it all out. You.
I think part of it though starts with Ben and James Harrison, because they on their podcast and they talking, right? And they really was coming for Mike Tomlin and Porter here, because Porter, he know Mike Tomlin not gonna come out and defend himself, and Mike Tomlin not gonna get involved in that petty.
And that's what he said too. He's not going to come on the media and defend himself.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to say this, right? So the start of Aaron Steeler business started with them two. And to me, like he said, as far as Ben, and there is a growth and maturation period. I got into this we talked about it, and I got into it. last week on the Pump Your Brakes podcast, me and Shannon, he's a Ben fan. I'm a Ben fan too on the field, right? But we give Ben credit for maturing as he got older. He got more mature. He became maybe a better teammate. At the very least, mature and more self-aware, right? Like you seem to become more self-aware earlier. You drew the distinction between high school and college. And to me, I don't know. You ain't never told me, but my guess would be like in high school, like we used to say, back in the day, I was the man, homie. Like you was the man in high school, or her, right? Getting bucked. And then you go to college, and you just a little freshman again, right? you got to assimilate, fit in. The upperclassmen is there. You're forced to grow, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, that's how it works in sports, especially in team sports. When you're a rookie coming, rookies got to go get donuts and carry bags and stuff, right?
Yeah. I
mean, you brought up like that. So I feel like, and James Harrison, his is even more ridiculous because I think his is coming from a perspective of vindictiveness because of how him and Mike Tomlin want to get along, and he got cut or left and went to Cincinnati and the Patriots. Because like Joey Porter said, Joker, Bill Cowher cut you 3 times.
Yep.
3 times.
Yeah.
Then
and
Mike Tomlin you become an all-pro, you defensive player of the year, you multiple Pro Bowls, and you say he's not a good coach, but he helped make you $100 million.
Well, that's what James Harrison had got on his podcast saying was like, it's not like he went out and made me who I am. He might have played a part, but he didn't go out there and get all these accomplishments. I didn't get all these accomplishments just because Tomlin. But I think from Porter's standpoint was, why would you take a shot at a guy who's changed your life, who gave you the opportunity?
Opportunity, that's the part. Exactly. You took advantage of the opportunity, yes, but you got the opportunity from him.
Yes. And like, I'm just like, oh my Shayla. Like, why are we even like fighting about this? But my thing is like, okay, they come out, Ben, Porter, they come out and say whatever they gotta say. I think Porter took it to another level, like personally, because yes, you could defend Mike Tomlin. You can say, oh yeah, I think he's a great coach, have his back, all that stuff. But the minute you start saying, Ben, you're a bad teammate, you start just grabbing the gun and just boom, boom, boom. Like, so it's just like you could have sat there and defended Tomlin and that would have been fine. Sat there and praised him, sat there and defended him. But the minute that you started really attacking Ben, that's where I feel like it got, personal.
I can see that perspective, but to me, you can't put the cart before the horse, right? What Joey Porter even had to say that if Ben and Debo wasn't talking about Steeler business.
Exactly. If they didn't say
about Steeler business.
Off. Yeah. So
because it happened when they was all together. They got in the Ring of Honor at the same time this year, like one of those latter games. I forgot. Might have been the Green Bay game because they ended up losing. And they were all together. And Ben leading up to that, Ben had said something about Tomlin, maybe for Coach T to go or something like that. Then that weekend, he was everybody there. He tried to backtrack what he said. Like, nah, you said it, but if you feel like the way, don't put it out in public. Yeah, you got a podcast, but you also have to be mindful and respect the hypercycloid diamonds on the Steelers logo, and honor that and protect your brothers, whether you agree with them or not. You know what I mean? I'll talk about my brother at home bad. I'm not finna go out the streets to talk to nobody about my brother though.
Yeah.
It's a code to it to me. Just whatever you do, how you live, it's a code, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that's how I look at it. But
no, I agree.
So, so I think as it goes to the Hall of Fame, I want to answer the question real quick. The richest op asked, should Mike Evans sign with this Pittsburgh? I don't think Mike Evans I think he's a talent still. He's older. We need a young guy in there though. We need
I was
young.
Just about to say that.
We need a young. I like Mike Evans. I think
great, right? I think he's a great player, but like I feel like that's just going through another cycle of bringing up. I don't want to say wash because I don't think he's washed, but like reuse players. Like I want some young
Right.
guys. I'm tired of like grabbing guys like who are like damn near exiting out of their prime and trying to like extend their stay in the like. Let's
I
just
can
start
see.
young.
No, I agree with you. I want to go young at receiver.
Let's go
DK
get a young wide
28,
receiver.
and Mike Evans older than him, but he's still a good receiver. But from a
Mhm.
fit perspective, he's not a speed guy. He's a big body, but he does get downfield. But that's because he can stack jokers, and you know, his body creates a separation over the top. But I think he goes to a situation he would be good in either Baltimore or Buffalo. And if I'm looking at one of them two places, opposite Zay Flowers in Baltimore, because he's that inside slot guy, speed, herky jerky. Get Lamar another option out there, receiver. Because you're gonna be done with B Hop there, whatever he was doing. You're gonna be done with him in Baltimore. Buffalo's definitely good because they don't have a number one, and he could teach the young guy Keon Coleman how to be a professional and being another big receiver, 6'4", 220, whatever they are. This will show him some stuff. So when his couple years will be over, if he went to Buffalo, you taught the young guy something. You left something to the game behind. So I don't think he'd be a good fit in Pittsburgh. I think he's a better fit with teams, win now teams that need another target for an elite quarterback. My thoughts.
Yeah. Keyword win now.
Yeah.
Keyword win now. Like I feel like when players are at the end of their careers, they're at a win now. I mean, I think that's why, you know, we had this thought of like bringing in, you know, Ramsey and Rodgers because it's like, oh yeah, they have experience. We hoping that, you know, bringing in them, you know, older guys can help us win now. That was their thought intentions, you know?
Right.
And so I feel like it didn't live up to it. So now we're here. We still have Ramsey. Aaron, we're still figuring out if he's going to come back or not. But it's like, at this point, I feel like everybody's mindset, at least with the fan, being a fan, is like, start young, go young. You're going to have to do it eventually. Do it now. Come on. Like, we just got a new coach. Start him young. So that's how I think about it.
I agree. I mean, at some point, you got to tear off the Band-Aid. I think Jalen Ramsey, unless they can trade him, I think he's back because his dead cap, I mean, like you'd only save like $2 or $3 million. You're gonna have to owe him like $17 million if you cut him. So I wouldn't cut him. I go ahead and let him play this year, and you know, because I think also in you know, not in defense of, but to just give clear context, Jalen Ramsey was forced to play safety much of last year.
Yeah,
you know, I think the plan was for him to play outside corner. He got cooked in Cincinnati.
That experiment was over.
We gonna play you in the slot, but when Deshaun Elliott went down and Thornhill was garbage, and we couldn't play Peppers, and we had to trade for Duggar, like we had to put some stability back there. And Jalen Ramsey had never played safety in the NFL. He played in college, but he got moved back there, so he didn't get to spend the whole year's position that he planned to come play. Which I think this year you'll see him play some big nickel. He'll guard cover tight ends. And, you know, blitz more and be used closer to the line of scrimmage. You get Elliott back, and I'm drafting a safety. And with my top first three picks, I'm drafting a safety because you need that young speed back there to me, somebody, you know. Yeah. And the Patriots get into the Super Bowl with 2 rookie safeties.
Sure did.
So, what do you think about Big Demon Lit? Question. Shout out Big Demon Lit. Thanks for tapping in. Do y'all trust Will Howard if he's your starter for next season?
I mean, they got to. You got no choice.
You got to root for him. You don't got to trust him. I'm
gonna try to trust him.
Would you walk up to a stranger at the store and say, "I trust you, bro"? I don't know you. I ain't seen Will Howard take no snaps.
Yeah.
I'm an Ohio State fan. I seen him play 1 year at Ohio State. But
no,
he ain't play no preseason. He ain't getting no regular season snaps. So how can I trust something I don't know is what I'm saying. You know, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, going in there blind. I mean, you're just really like, we're going to see what he's going to do. And so I guess you would say, like, you don't really trust him, but like you said, you're going to root for him. You're going to root for him. You hope for the best. But I mean, if that would be the case, say if he was the starter and we go that way, I mean, I feel like you would kind of get a feeling as long as he played a preseason, like at least to see how comfortable
What it
he
looked
is
like.
back there. Yeah, get a feeling. Then I feel like if we saw preseason, it'd be like, okay, I'm comfortable or I'm not comfortable. Like maybe I'm comfortable
Right.
with the situation, maybe I'm not. But maybe he might prove us wrong in season, maybe not, maybe not. So it's just a lot of
Now
what ifs.
let me, because we kind of chatted about this earlier. So I was going to ask you about what you thought about the quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. Do you think Aaron Rodgers will be back? You think he'll be back? And or better question, would you rather see Aaron Rodgers come back, or if you had to settle, would you rather see Will Howard? If those were the two options.
Will Howard. We just
Why?
talked about how we want to go young. Like we already saw Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers would have came in a couple years ago, I would have been down for it. But like he's literally 40-something years old. Not saying he can't throw the ball.
41, gonna be 42, right?
Not saying he can't, make some good plays and do all the good stuff. Not saying that he can't still play in the league. I'm not saying that. But for us as a franchise, I just think we have to move in the direction of going young and just building for the future, trying to, build a dynasty or whatever you're trying to build, because trying to win now and having that mindset and trying to bring these older guys it's not working. It ain't been working these last couple years. So stop having that approach and just go young, get it done and over with.
No, I agree. And I think we've been outside of the shot at, and I don't know if that was Kevin Colbert, because it was his last draft. He wanted to leave a legacy and overdraft Kenny Pickett. But outside of that dart throw that didn't work, we haven't addressed quarterback at all, really, since Ben was drafted in 2003. We took Mason Rudolph once. We took Landry Jones once. And we took Kenny Pickett and Josh Dobbs. That's not addressing the quarterback room in the draft. I don't think you do that this year, but because I don't want Ty Sims from Alabama.
I'm about to say, okay, I was about to ask you that, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was, pulling something from a storage unit at my work, and I was passing this bar, because it's just long story, but on the TV it had, they were talking about, our first round pick, and they were saying like Ty Simpson is a possibility, and I'm like, would we really draft a QB first round that low? Like, would that be something that you'd want to do?
I wouldn't, but I mean, do I put it past the Steelers? No.
Just to try to fix it ASAP.
But that's not going to fix it, though. If that's the case,
I know, but that's their thought process. That's always been their thought process when it comes to the QB room. I think they can fix it. Like, boom. You saw how the QBs that we've been getting these last couple of years.
But the only one's been the first rounder is Kenny Pickett, though.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they think that they being the Steelers, or you think the national media just think, oh, the Steelers need a quarterback and Ty Simpson could drop, we gonna put him there in our assessment?
It's the media for sure.
Yeah, because we as Steeler fans, I think the majority of us, we don't want Ty Simpson. Yeah. We want a receiver. We want an O lineman, a D lineman, or a cornerback. We don't want no quarterback. I wouldn't even want Fernando Mendoza if he dropped that far. I think it's far better quarterback. Now, I would take him, but I don't want him. And that's not even an option, so I don't have to talk about it. But I think the quarterback options will be far better next year. The worst thing happened, you let Will Howard play. He gets some experience. You see what you got. No, that ain't it. He plays good enough to be able to compete with somebody you bring in next year, or you suck and your picks is going to be higher next year.
Yeah.
You know, with Aaron Rodgers,
I wouldn't really waste not the beginning or early picks on no QB. Right. I would want to go fill some other positions and try to find some missing pieces, because you ain't see what Will Howard has done yet. So why not give him a shot? They might go out in free agency and sign some who know what, because that's what they did in the past. So I'm like, if that happens, I just hope that person is just back up. Or
Well,
I don't
mean,
know.
I think it's a couple guys that could get in free agency. I mean, not couple. I really like Malik Willis.
Yeah, he's
They
an
could
option.
bring in Malik Willis for 2 years, $40 million. I see what that look like. And if he don't look good next year to Mike McCarthy, then I'm still drafting the quarterback in 27. And Willis only got 1 year left on contract. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. I don't want to trade for Kyler Murray in his contract.
No,
And be married to him for the next 3 years at $48 million a year. I don't want that.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's definitely levels to it. To me, I agree with you that I don't want no quarterback early. Now, if I take the Steelers got 5 picks in the first 100 picks. I think that's a first, a second, and 3/3. I think their last third round pick is at 99. So if they pick somebody at 99, Drew Aller and Cade Klubnik, people keep saying Nussmeier. I don't like Nussmeier at all. LSU quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of his. He's more Ty Simpson. I might rather him than Ty Simpson even.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, so I'm feeling like that. But I don't dislike Aaron Rodgers. Don't get me wrong. He came in. I thought he had a good year for the weapons he had to work with last year. He actually had a better statistical season than Sam Darnold, who everybody's going crazy about. You know, who literally won off a great defense and Kenneth Walker running the ball in the Super Bowl.
A great team.
Yeah.
Football is a team sport. I don't think people acknowledge that enough. I feel like they only look at like certain positions. They see QB, they're like, oh, it's his fault they didn't win. Like, why the QB gets the most hated or most praised, and I don't get it. Like, I know they're the head of the offense, but what about defense? Like, that plays a big part in football.
So, question from Big Demon Lit again. What's the top priority for the Steelers in the draft to you, Dev?
Defense.
You say defense?
Yeah.
What position?
Shit, somebody. That or a wide receiver too. I mean, I feel like you can get a good wide receiver, maybe second, even third.
You can.
There's always good wide receivers in the draft.
And that's
you gotta pick them wisely and use them wisely too.
And that's a legit perspective. Again, I think we've ignored wide receivers so long. We took George Pickens in the second a couple years ago, got rid of him. We took Chase Claypool in the second. The year I wanted us to take Jalen Hurts, who went 2 picks after Chase Claypool. But I feel like if one of the top 4 receivers is there, and that's Tate, Ohio State, Tyson, Arizona State, Lemon, USC, and Boston, Washington Huskies. One of those 4 there, I got to get one of them guys because it affected the offense too much playing Adam Thielen and MVS and little fella Calvin Austin. We got to get another guy over there. You know what I mean? I mean, I like D-line. If those 4 guys are going, I probably go one of the top 2 corners next. Let me get somebody finally opposite Joey Porter.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, but of the 4 receivers, the top round 1 receivers to me, if one of those there, 21, I'm picking that guy, and 2 of them won't be for sure. And that's Tate and Lemon probably. And I think Tyson and Boston have a chance to be somewhere in the teens, maybe one of them fall to 21. I think Tyson will have some injury history concerns, though. Steelers have shown that they drafted Darnell Washington, great pick. They drafted Peyton Wilson, great pick. Those guys were huge talents, come out with injury concerns. Steelers took them. It's worked out so far, even though Peyton Wilson didn't have a great year last year. I think he's a huge talent, and he's on our team. I like that.
And he's fast.
He's fast.
For a linebacker. Like,
I like taking that risk.
He is the speed.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be fine.
I do too. But we as fans are so reactionary. What's Dwayne saying? Hey, Dwayne, I've been saying that for so long, at least for the past month. Like, why wouldn't I trade a 4th round pick for Anthony Richardson? And he was the number 5 first round pick 3 years ago. Let me see what it looked like for a 1st round pick.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't really been a fan of him since he subbed himself out because he said he was tired.
I agree with that. That's him.
Hey, no, I'm so serious. You in the NFL getting paid millions. I ain't never seen an NFL player. I'm talking about a QB. A QB. Talking about he tired. He not gonna go in.
No.
It's not even like you running back or you wide receiver that you running a lot. You a QB, man.
But
like
no,
nah.
And I agree with you. But again, for a 4th round pick, do I see what it looked like? The talent? He's young. Could he have learned from that? We talked about being young and maturing and learning. I mean, I know he's 6'5". I know he's a 4.5 40. I know he got the stronger arm as Josh Allen. I know all these things. I know Mike McCarthy's supposed to be a quarterback whisperer. Let me see what Mike can do with that for a 4th round pick.
Yeah. 4th round pick ain't hurt much.
Right. That's all I'm saying. To me, it's all about bringing talent in the room, and I'll work everything else out. Even if that means I got to cut a joke or I lost a 4th round pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
a 4th round pick ain't hurt nobody.
Mr. Woodsy, thanks for tapping in, man. He was running the 2 plays earlier.
I don't care. If you a mobile QB.
He talking about Richardson. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't remember those plays, but
no excuse. Get in shape.
That part too. But we've seen Deontay Johnson not block. We've seen George Pickens pout, not run routes when he's not getting the ball. We've seen a lot of stuff.
No, right.
And
you're right.
And this year, with everybody had wished we still had George Pickens. Yeah.
Heck yeah. I never wanted him gone.
I was one of the ones that wanted him gone.
I never wanted him gone. They were like, oh, we weren't going to keep him, for his contract. Why would you not want him that year if you were trying to win now?
Yeah, I agree. And somber to your point, I can agree with what Somber's saying. He quit on his team at the end of the day. No thanks.
I ain't never seen someone quit on his team as a QB. You the leader of the offense. You literally call the plays. The offense runs through you, and you telling me that you're not gonna go out there because you tired. Now they got to bring a backup QB in. Yeah, no, I seen enough.
I understand, but he didn't tap out and quit. But I seen Baker Mayfield. He's in Cleveland, cussing his coach out, calling his coach out. You know what I mean?
That's different. He's not saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not going in because I'm tired."
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand that part, and that is unusual, like Mr. Woodsy just said. And Somber got a point too. But again, if we're gonna give Jokers credit for growth and maturation, maybe he learned a lot from that. And nobody's saying give him the position. I'm saying let him come in and compete and see what he's doing now in a different setting, different uniform. Not the expectations of being the 5th overall pick and carrying a team. I like the boy out of that Dallas traded for New England. The guy, what's his name? Milton, Joe Milton. I like Joe Milton.
Oh, I love Joe Milton. That boy got some throw power on him.
Yes, I'm saying a guy like that. Let me see what I can do with this talent.
Yeah.
And I think Dallas traded a 5th round pick for him.
No, he nice.
So I don't know. I'm always going to side with talent. Let me work out the issues, the problem. Okay. Somber said he'd take Milton.
I'd take Milton in a heartbeat.
She's at a heartbeat.
What?
At any level of football, unless injured. Yeah. I haven't seen either. Quarterback don't usually tap out. Who knows? And so much stuff now. We give guys passes and credit for what's going on with their mental health and stuff. We don't know. So I'm not making excuses for him.
He went to the media and said he was tired.
I mean, don't we all have to come up with excuses? You're gonna come out and say, "Oh well, I was frustrated and I was doubting myself and my mental health wasn't there." You're not gonna say that either, though.
I honestly would have said something like that to say I was tired. Maybe you're not ready for the moment because you're young, but saying that you're tired,
shout out Bigfoot Bob. Yeah, for the third time. But no, I agree with you. But let me bring somebody. That's why my ideal pick is Joe Milton. Malik Willis. Mm-hmm. I can bring that in for $20 million a year, which is when Lamar Jackson get paid this offseason, it's going to be damn near $70 million a year. If you get a starting quarterback, you damn near pay Aaron Rodgers $19 once he made all of his incentives and stuff, making the playoffs and all that stuff. You damn near pay him about 16 to 19. So if I can bring in a young guy for 20, and that's what they didn't pay Justin Fields, and who knows what trajectory Justin Fields would have took if he stayed in Pittsburgh. He went to quarterback cemetery, the Jets. Sam Darnold just won the Super Bowl, but when he was with the Jets, we thought he was big trash.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield made the playoffs before this year 3 years in a row. When he was with the Browns, we thought he was big trash. Mm-hmm. Some places are just purgatory for quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Yeah. Have the Colts anybody since Andrew Luck? I don't know. Maybe Richardson just said, man, F this shit. I don't know, Maybe that's what he did. Not condoning it, just saying 6'5", 225, 4.5 with a strong arm, 4th round pick. I can have him. Let me see. You know what I mean? Calvin Austin was a 4th round pick. He probably grade be gone. It don't hurt to me, but I agree with everybody saying. I understand what everybody's saying. Oh, I like that though. That's our boy. Our boy,
Tevin Green. Yeah.
Tell us about Tevin Green. What would you think about him? I like that though, Somber.
I just think he's nice and athletic. And like I said in the previous podcast, I didn't want a dual threat QB. He could do that. He proved he can do that in college. He just got to do that at NFL speed. I think you mute.
Damn. I was talking away too, man. Hold on. I got to get myself a big fine. I was yapping. Yeah, fine to oneself.
Hey,
I was asking Dev, and he played at Arkansas, right? Yeah, no, he like 6'4", 6'5". He's that big. About
a big body, yeah.
Okay, but I wouldn't be mad at that. You got it's talent, but it ain't 1st round overall number 5 pick talent though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
you probably could get Taylor Green in the 6th though, so maybe so. Have him win Will Howard.
Definitely get him late.
Yeah. I won't be mad at that. Let me see. Anybody? Mark, come on, man. I need you coming here playing detective on me, bruh. I'm pretty stand-up guy. Man, Eric Somber like Tate you. I just was bumping away, wasn't I?
I had me looking I'm like, damn, did my headset go off?
No, it was all me. Shout out to the homie Mark. Mark said if you're tired or disordinate as QB, call a run play to your running back while you recover. Agreed.
I know that's right. What? Just hand the ball off. You can't be too tired to take like 2 steps and just stick the ball out there.
Oh, Somber saying he's 6'6", 235. Taylor is.
Shoot, I just know he big in the video game. I know he good in the video game too. So that's what I'm going off of.
Right. Nah, I like that. I like that, especially late. I think I'll probably rather draft him than like a Nussmeier. Now, would I take a Drew Aller or a Cade Klubnik in like the 4th or 5th? I would. But if I didn't pick a quarterback and I got a couple 7th-round picks or a 6th-round pick any there, let me see what that look like again. Yep. So I don't know. So far as the quarterback room, you got any other guys you might be interested in or what? Man, shout out to the homie James Moon. Devon Tate, what's going on? What up? Thanks for tapping in. We talking some Steeler talk here. Whether y'all got questions about the hoop game for Dev, ask her. She was working all-star weekend. She probably was running into all the celebrities. I seen President Obama in the building getting a big loud cheer. Not everybody get a big loud cheer from coast to coast no more, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so any other thoughts at quarterback, Dev?
Nah, I just honestly wanted to hurry up and get the draft over with, get free agency over with. That's what I want.
You want to know?
I want to know. I don't want to like, oh, what if? What you think about this? I want to just know who we getting. What's the plan?
Right. No, I agree. I mean, that's still a ways off though. The free agency start. Well, I guess it start in a few weeks. March ain't that far away. Today, March the 18th.
It ain't.
10 more days in March, and then 10 more days after that. We're about 3-4 weeks away at the most. 3.5 weeks away from it starting. Any of our own free agents we bring back? Let me ask you. We bring back Siamalu on O-line?
I don't know. I feel like won't he be?
I'm asking you your opinion. You can't tell me you don't know when it's your opinion.
Won't he be worth a lot though?
I think he might get $10 million for one season. I think he was making $8 million, but just like everything, the market go up, so he could get a little more. But what do you think about that?
I would honestly want to try to keep as much of our line a little bit together because I think our line is young and can grow.
It is, so
I don't want to move too many pieces around.
Well, but I mean, what the thing with Siamalu is it's probably going to be 1 year.
No,
You go ahead and get a young guy. Do you let Spencer Anderson play?
But you can draft a line and then you can become a mentor in a sense and still be there.
You can. Yeah, I think he's the last real veteran left.
No, on the line for sure.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. As far as the line room go.
Zach Frazier, he's the head of the line at center. I think I love Zach.
I love Zach too. Shannon really loves Zach.
I love Zach. And I love the way that Aaron Rodgers talked about him and stuff like that. Like I just feel like he know what he's doing under center. Like
yeah, I think he's the leader of that group. I think he's not the most talented, but he's the most ready.
Mm-hmm.
I think from a talent perspective, y'all gonna hate it. It's gonna be Fautanu and Broderick Jones. That's why they both was first round pick. From a talent perspective, think about how Broderick Jones played. 6'5", 330, can move and dunk a basketball reverse. He's an athlete. Now maybe his technique is bad and needs better coaching. Maybe he just ain't gonna be the guy. It's funny that Omar Khan's been so good in the draft, and that was his first pick ever as general manager, and he traded up to get him, and this has been the worst dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. To me, that's kind of crazy of an anomaly. Shannon said in the last show, you let him Frazier is a natural born leader, Mr. Woodsy. I certainly agree with you there.
Yep.
What Mark's saying. Go ahead and read it, Dev. You're making me blow up the screen every time. My bad.
I can't get that visual of Siamalu getting trucked. That playoff game out of my mind. I know it's just one play, but damn, I know exactly what play.
Yeah, it's kind of, hey, Mark, it's kind of like when you're a kid, you walk in the room and you see your mom naked. Oh my gosh. That's what Siamalu getting trucked was like. You can't get it out your mind. So I don't disagree with that one. But yeah, Zach Frazier is a natural leader. I agree with that. Somber always got some good comments. What's the homie Somber saying? I think it's just effort and concentration with Broad. I think it is too.
He's built right.
Built right.
Right.
I mean, Shannon said last show because the Steelers got to decide to pay a 5th-year option for him, which is $20 million. This is going to be his 4th year, but this is going to be his first opportunity because he played last year at left tackle but he probably got hurt about halfway through the season.
Yep.
So he didn't get to fully play there. I never understood why they put Broderick Jones, not Broderick Jones, Dan Moore at left tackle and put Broderick Jones at right when they drafted Broderick Jones to be a left tackle. That's your first round pick. You put your investment where you invested at. And Dan Moore was a 4th round pick out of Texas A&M. He got his shit or get off the pot. You got to play right tackle or you're going to sit on the bench. So I think the Tomlin staff, Pat Meyer, I think they stunted Broderick Jones' development. I agree with Shannon. Let him compete with Dylan Cook this year. And then if he plays well, then you got to pay him after that. and but you don't pay the $20 million now because you got no V. You might end up having to pay him like 28, 29 million if you have a good year next year. But you commit to paying him 20, we don't know what he's gonna be. We ain't seen enough.
Yeah, you can't commit to it now.
Right. So yeah, so all that stuff. But man, anything else you want to touch on? We ready to get out of here?
Shit. No.
What's
That's good, kid.
KB? What's up, KB? Just want to say what's good, my bro. Shout out, man. Thanks for tapping in. That's my boy KB. Another great first name, Kev. Appreciate that. It's that the homie Mark again.
When you got hurt.
Says, to be fair, Broderick Jones was playing better when he got hurt. He was starting to play better. Somebody said in the last show, somebody said that, Mark. I don't know if it was you. I know you was there. Somebody said that. Did somebody say, I didn't see him play good all year? But the last couple games he played, he was playing better. It's your first round pick. You don't just cut him or you don't just say, I'm going to bench him. Yeah. Let them compete with him. Let him win it. If he play good, then you just got to sign him after his fourth year. You know
I think a lot of people have the picture of him of just the first couple games, which was horrible, horrendous. Like, I don't even think people like recognized when he came back.
Agreed. Yeah, but they already got set here. But you know, I know how my Yens peeps is out here, man. You know what I mean? I remember we don't even talk about him now, but two years ago, that year they sat Kenny Pickett, played Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph won the last 3 games, took him to the playoffs. Bring Mason back. He can be the starter and all that. They didn't bring him back. He went to Tennessee. What Mason go to Tennessee do? We brought him back this year because Tennessee didn't want him, but you good as a Steeler, just like Justin Fields has come back. You could be good as a Steeler. You brought Mason back. He got in that one game against Chicago, you know, pooped his pants. And now nobody talking about Mason, but just 2 years ago when he last played for the Steelers, we be all over the place is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
we want to cut people, we want to fire people. I mean,
just like the organization.
Well, no, I think the organization for the most part demonstrates patience, and fans get mad at patience though. Like
they ain't got that much patience because the way that they be wanting to hurry up and trying to fix the QB position, it's like they don't got no patience.
But do they really want to fix it, bringing old guys, or are they being patient? Do they see opportunity to get the guy they want? To me, that's demonstrating patience. We ain't finna go out and pay no whole
guy they want though.
Well, they haven't identified him yet. That's why we know they patient. They ain't rushing it.
They ain't trying to get nobody.
They been getting a lot of retreads, which is why you go ahead, let Will Howard play, bring somebody like Malik Willis, draft the QB in 27. See what you can go from there. To me. But yeah, with that being said, any final thoughts, Dev? Anything you want to say? We're gonna get out of here.
No. Guess we shall wait and see.
Somber. I was on McCormick last offseason. I wanted nothing to do with him. I'm still not convinced, but he's earned his spot this year. Agreed. And Mason McCormick was a rookie thrust in there. How we don't want nothing to do with a rookie? His rookie year, he wasn't supposed to play. James Daniels got hurt. He was forced to play. This is the 24 season. Forced to play as a 4th round rookie, and you ain't want nothing to do with him. He wasn't supposed to be playing. He was not supposed to be playing. He played as a rookie, 4th round pick, probably played the last 10 games, didn't look bad, came into this offseason knowing an opportunity, took advantage of it. Now he's one of the pillars of a young O-line. But you got to have what? Patience. Patience. That part. But yeah, man, we can go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate Dev for being able to be here this week.
Yes,
Somers, so y'all have a great night. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So, man, let's to this comment, man. Trying to get all the comments in, y'all. gonna let us go, but we're gonna keep reading your comments as long as you're here. No, I'm on Devon's live TikTok stream on a daily basis. Okay. When she beats up opponents in games, I'm the one doing the commentary in the live.
He is.
Okay. I see the TikTok. I ain't never watched the live stream of her playing, but I see she be getting it in though. I have to check you out, J Moon. Definitely. I get in there. I used to play. I probably stopped playing the games, the video games and stuff before you were born, Dev. I think I stopped in like Madden 2001.
Oh yeah, that was when I was born.
Okay, see? that's when I stopped. Like I was just spending too much time. Then we weren't playing gaming online and playing jokers wherever.
Right.
You know what I mean? We was sitting in the crib. Jokers was having a brew, kicking it, hanging out. And we had to have a 21-point rule because Jokers couldn't wait for you taking belts. You know what I mean? You got to go and get up off the sticks, Jack, because people waiting. I would go somewhere and spend 4 or 5 hours watching, not live stream on my phone, doing what I'm doing, sitting in a room in the basement, watching Jokers play. Like, damn, I done wasted the whole evening. I played 2 games.
Yeah.
Had to stop that back then. Had to stop. So my brother still play. My brother was good. He be online playing and stuff now too. My barbers, I be listening to all them and stuff. My barber shop, but I suck. I would suck.
Hey,
I'm around people that play still, but I'm not good. I know about all the different games and stuff like that, especially the Madden and the college football, NCAA. But yeah, even last I was playing, I think it was college football. It was Bill Walsh college football. Anybody out there old enough to remember that? But that's why I'm in here. Take the OG though. So appreciate it. Everybody out there, we're gonna get out of here. Mod in the building. Shout out to you, Dev.
Yo.
The homie Mod. Shout out Mod been doing a lot of work on the production standpoint, backstage and stuff like that. And just content creating and graphic creating and producing. Appreciate you, Mod. But next time you talk crazy to me or call me early in the morning about some stuff, you catch these chingatos. You don't want them. So, I'm talking that Texas talk for you. When I say chingatos, you know what you're going to get. But yeah, man, we about to be out. Thanks for tapping in. We'll be back next week on Coast to Coast. Myself and the homie Dev from the Pacific to the Atlantic. We here for it. Steeler Nation. This our nation. You in Steeler country. Wherever you go, cross this piece. So with that being said, we out. We see y'all next week. Big deuces to you. We out.
Hold on. Who is it? Who?